What up y'all? Today I'm going to be showing you how to play 7 Deadly Sins Origin on Mac. Couple things to go over. This is going to be for the mobile version. I did have a tutorial on how to run the PC version. However, the developers made some changes to the easy anti-cheat and it doesn't work anymore. So this is going to be how to run the mobile version of the game. You can play with both controller and mouse and keyboard, and I'll go over each of those. Also, this tutorial is for Apple Silicon Macs only. If you have an Intel Mac, you can still play. You just need to Google or YouTube how to run Windows through Boot Camp, and then you can play the native version or an Android version through an emulator. And last thing, quick plug. I started a free monthly newsletter called Mac Gaming Monthly. 1 email a month, a quick 1 to 2 minute read with news, compatibility updates, emulators, and tools that actually work on Mac. If you want it, the link's in the description. After you sign up, you'll get a confirmation email. If it lands in spam, move it to your inbox so the confirm button works. Alright, with all that being said, let's get into it. So first thing you're going to want to do is go to playcover.io. I'll leave it in the description. In the upper right, click download, and then we're going to click nightly. Click that top link. Also, the reason we want nightly over latest is because after macOS Tahoe, latest isn't compatible with key mapping, which is what we need to play with mouse and keyboard, and latest just gets fixes the quickest, so I just always recommend it. Then in our downloads folder, double click the DMG. Drag PlayCover to our applications, and then in our applications, find and double click PlayCover. You might get this thing that PlayCover can't be opened. That's alright. Click done, and then you're gonna go to the upper left, click the Apple logo, and then click System Settings. Then you're gonna scroll down to Privacy and Security, and then scroll all the way down to Open Anyway. Open Anyway, probably gonna make you use your password, and then PlayCover will be open. Now we need to go get the IPA for the game. So I'm gonna use Decrypt.Day. Again, I'll leave it in the description. In the search bar, type in the game, click it. On the right side, click download for free. Download, get download link, download. Then in our downloads folder, click and drag the IPA file into PlayCover. It's gonna extract. Then once it is, you want to right click, settings, and disable built-in mouse support. Hit OK. Also, side note, not sure how it's going to work for this game, but typically with gacha games, whenever there's a new major version, like 1.1, 1.2, 2.0, etc., you actually can't update it within the game itself. You have to go back to Decrypt.Day, and then depending on the popularity of the game, usually a couple hours to a day after the update, the decrypted version will be here. You just download that new IPA file, and then you click and drag it into PlayCover, and then you can go into the game and update it. Alright, this next part is for if you're going to want to play with mouse and keyboard. So for mouse and keyboard, you're going to want to download My PlayMap, which if you're unfamiliar with PlayCover, because we're running the mobile version of the game, it's not like plug and play. You can just start playing with mouse and keyboard. You need a PlayMap. And what the PlayMap does is corresponds spots on the screen to buttons on the keyboard. And while yes, you could just make your own, it's just easier if you download mine and then change whatever you want to change. So I'll leave the link to it in the description. It's on my Ko-fi. It's free, but if you feel like donating $1 or $2, it's always appreciated. Once you've downloaded it, right click the game, hit View Keymaps, and click Import. And then you can just name it M&K or whatever you want. Proceed. Then you're going to go where the PlayMap is, click it, and hit open, close, and then now we can double click the game. It's going to verify. Once the game's open, it's going to ask you to sign in. Typically with PlayCover, Apple sign in does not work. Yep, as you can see, login failed, so I would recommend signing in with email. Not sure about Google and Facebook. Then it's going to make you agree. Hit confirm. Now here's the important part. This page right here. What you're going to want to do is hit confirm and then immediately exit out. If you don't, I actually took a screenshot. You'll get this error right here where it'll say resource download failed due to unstable network, try again. And you can hit try again, but the issue is it resets the progress every time. So if you hit confirm and then exit, it will still download in the background and that error won't happen. I don't know why it does this, but it just does. Then you can just leave it for like half an hour or an hour, depending on how fast your internet is. So confirm, you're gonna see it start downloading and then immediately exit. That's gonna download for a while and I'll be back when that's finished. Also, if you wanna check, you can load back in, just double click. You might get this quit unexpectedly error, it's just fine. Hit reopen, it'll load up. You'll hit confirm again, and then you should see the progress down here. 63, and then I'm going to close out immediately again. So if you want, you can check every once in a while just to see how quickly it's downloading. Alright, it should be done downloading now, so let's double click back into it. So when it gets down to like less than a gigabyte, hit confirm. Now it's going to compile shaders. This is fine, you can just let it run, and then you'll be at the game. So from here you can press tap to start. It'll run you through the cutscenes. For this next part, it's gonna be for mouse and keyboard. If you're on controller, you're pretty much good to go from here. You just pair your controller and the game recognizes it and you're good to go. It'll make you pick your nickname and then it will throw you into the tutorial. Now for mouse and keyboard people, if you imported My PlayMap, you're gonna go up top to Keymapping and hit Open Keymap Editor. If you don't see anything, that just means you're on the default keymap. We need to click Next Keymap. So go back up to Keymapping and then hit Next Keymap. And you should see basically this key map that I made. I do not play on mouse and keyboard. I don't know if these are good binds or not. If you want to change anything, for example, the dodge or sprint button, click it. You'll see the red circle around it. And then you can press any button on your keyboard or mouse and it will become that button. Also, if you want to make a new keybind, click an open space, click the top one, and then there you go. You can drag it, change it to whatever you want. You can also make it bigger or smaller by pressing Command up arrow and down arrow. Then when you're done, you can either press Command and K or go up to Keymapping and hit Close Keymap Editor. Your cursor will disappear because it's now being used to look around. To get your cursor back, all you have to do is press Option on the keyboard, it'll be back, and then Option again to make it disappear, so it can be used to look around. Oh, also if you want to delete anything, once it's highlighted, either Command Delete or Keymapping Delete Selected Element. Anyways, hope you enjoy the game and subscribe for more Mac gaming news and tutorials. And that's about it. See ya.